What's hood with you? This is Opinionated 3000. I am Mr. Opinionated. Let's jump right in and see what they got cooking.
She was a good teacher.
What type of perverted person are you? I want to know right now.
She started kissing me, so I kissed her back.
Have you done anything with your teacher?
Can we meet, to talk about this?
Did you have sex with your teacher?
Miss Amora?
Brittany Zamora.
You're a child molester. Do you understand me?
She made a huge mistake, the biggest mistake of anybody could ever make.
Young, beautiful, in love.
That's what's crazy to me, because she, like, a lot of times the news will be saying somebody's beautiful or handsome, like they tried to say Dahmer. Like Dahmer was a handsome man. Quit playing with me. Like, for real. But with her, she's like gorgeous. She's like somebody I would picture being in a movie or something. She looked that good. I would hate to be her husband. You got to feel like you're all the way less of a man for her to be messing with a 13-year-old child. Man, he probably stuck with her too.
Seeking adventures with her new husband.
What are we doing? Skydiving?
A teaching career taking off.
The kids loved her.
By all accounts, Brittany Zamora's life was a fairy tale.
Yeah, the over the top. Whenever you see over the top happiness, I know this is a messed up point of view to have, but when people posting all these pictures and they like trying to show the world how happy they are, usually it's like something being hidden. Like something's there that's not right. Ain't nobody just happy 24/7. And they probably got to post like 5-6 pictures every day, a little video at bedtime of them praying together or something. But it's hiding something. So look out for your friends that's overly happy all the damn time.
That would soon become a nightmare.
Gun owners know that total concealment of your firearm is a tactical advantage.
How long do I stay in jail for?
A predator in the classroom.
Life.
Her credentials appeared impressive.
Give her
On her
life.
resume, Brittany Zamora graduating with honors from ASU, a 4.0 grade point average for both her undergrad and graduate school years, a successful teacher at Littleton Elementary School, where she says she was named Teacher of the Year in 2016 and Teacher of the Month in 2017. She was in the process of getting her master's degree in educational administration. Considered such a good teacher, her assistant principal at Littleton Elementary encouraged her to come with him when he became principal at Las Brisas Academy.
So I was the one that told her, hey, there's a 6th grade position open at that school that, she knew I had gotten a job here. And, she was a good teacher, and I thought she'd be a great fit.
He probably thought he was going to get to knock her
Principal
down.
Timothy Dickey says Zamora worked well with students.
Welcome to practice. Yeah.
See?
It was here at her
That
new
over
job
the
at Las
top.
Brisas Academy in the fall of 2017, where police say Zamora, who's married, began to groom one of her students, a 13-year-old boy in her class. In an interview with police, the boy describes the first time they texted over a classroom messaging app, and it started on a day she would be absent from her job. What you're about to hear are the actual words from the boy during a police interview. We've altered the recording to protect the child's privacy.
Before we all left, she said, hey guys, I'm gonna be at school, so if you
He
get
sound
bored,
like a little
text me,
kid.
because I'll be really bored. And I said, hi Miss Amora, and then she says back hi, and then
And to all the dudes that say, oh, that kid's lucky or anything like that, that shit's nasty as hell. If that was my son and he was 13, I would treat it just like how I would behave if that was my daughter, like straight up. Ain't no difference. She's a damn pedophile still. But we didn't have teachers that looked like that though back when I was in school. Wasn't nobody messing with their teachers. This is like a new thing. People used to lie and say they slept with the teachers, but I think probably like 95% of that was like lies, just a bunch of lies, unless it's been going on forever. So it could have been some old freaky lunch lady looking teachers back then who was doing something. You never know.
And then we just like started texting.
The texting goes on that day and beyond, and the boy says it turned into flirting.
Tell me everything about the flirting. Start at the beginning and walk me through it so I understand about the flirting.
I don't remember how it got like really intense, but we would like flirt and like say like she would like be like, oh MJ, I love you, and I would tell her I love her too. And then she was like talking about how she wanted to do stuff with me, and I would tell her that I wanted to do that too.
According to police, there were at least 4 encounters between Zamora and her student that were, quote, sexual in nature.
The first time we kissed, like I was saying bye to her and I gave her a hug and she like started kissing me, so I kissed her back.
The boy says Zamora would call him in the middle of the night and twice snuck out and met her in her car for sex acts.
Yeah, we're like texting and then like we were like texting and then I told her that I was at my grandparents' house and she said let me come over. I said LOL. And then with like laughing and I put heart emojis. And then she's like, no, I'm serious. And I was like, okay. But before that, we called before.
So she came over and...
I went into her car though. Like she parked at the other end of the street. And she said, okay, I'm here. And then I just walked outside.
Another sexual encounter happened on campus in her class.
And this is one of them situations where I don't blame the parents. A 13-year-old boy probably has like a little more freedom, so you wouldn't you're not assuming that that's what he's doing, but he probably got a little more freedom. He's just becoming a teenager, he, testing the limits of what he can do and all of that. So I don't look at the parents as they was wrong, unless old girl was always around him. Then you got to wonder, why is this teacher with my child, whether it's a boy with a man with a female student or a female teacher. There's got to be a reason for them to want to be around the child all the time. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's usually not a good reason. But she's all bubbly, so people probably never even looked at her like that, like she would do something like that. Her old man had to see some kind of signs or something. So, I mean, it just seemed like there would be something that would let you know that that's how she get down.
Classroom after a school talent show.
We were doing a talent show thing, and I was saying bye. We were my friend were about to walk, and like I was like saying bye, and then I grabbed my backpack, and like my friend was like messing with her computer, and then she's like kissing me and everything. And like she was like, you want to go in? And I was like, what? And she's like, you want to go in? And I was like, sure. And then like the same thing, I didn't take my pants off or anything, but she was wearing a dress, so she just pulled her underwear to the side. And then I was in there for like a minute, and then I was like, I don't know. I was like, all right, I gotta go.
I was one of the witnesses, or one of the people that saw Ms. Zamora and my friend.
So she wasn't even trying to hide it good.
Touch each other.
Was Miss Zamora saying anything?
No, they're just doing it.
So they saw everything.
So that's why the second day they're doing stuff.
She should get extra.
The second,
she should get extra charges just because she was exposing other kids to what she was doing. Man. And they need to not give her no light sentence just because she's a woman. From the stuff that she was doing, if that happened to one of y'all little girls, y'all would be, man. So she need to have that same energy.
boy would detail an inappropriate encounter that he also had with Zamora.
And Ms. Zamora asked me if my theme was uncircumcised or circumcised. And I didn't know what that means. So Ms. Mara went on her phone and looked up uncircumcised and circumcised.
He says Zamora never went beyond inappropriate remarks with him.
She hasn't touched me or anything.
But she would touch the first victim. Screenshots of their chat show they were explicit. In one of them, Zamora talks about wanting to quit her job and have sex with a boy all day. The interaction between the 27-year-old teacher and 13-year-old boy is so intense.
So it wasn't just him. It was other boys that she was grooming too. So she was like really sick. It wasn't just something, oh, this happened. She had other little boys lined up.
Students started to notice and reported it to the school principal in February of 2018.
Like I had those 3 students come forward in early February.
Okay.
They gave me a written statement and I started investigating.
Principal Timothy Dickey, the man who recruited Zamora because of his high regard for her teaching skills, now looking into sordid rumors.
I pulled multiple students and asked them questions and didn't really get a lot of information. I got a lot of, that she favors him, he gets away with more things than other kids. I was getting consistent stories from all of them. These are rumors, kids shouldn't be saying these things, this could affect your career.
That's probably what he was thinking.
Kids spread rumors and kids say things.
That is just a rumor.
As an administrator, right. And that's typically what it ends up being, you know what I mean?
Dickey takes notes about the students' concerns. Everyone talks about them having an inappropriate relationship outside of class and at recess. I've heard other kids in my class say that they think they are dating. The day after, Principal Dickey addresses the students in Zamora's class.
The first thing I did was that I commended the 3 students that came to me and gave me a written statement and said, those 3, I didn't specifically give names, but I said those students that came to me did the right thing. However, the students that are spreading rumors and talking amongst each other, that doesn't help anybody, and that doesn't lead to any solutions. Since all this has come out, like some of them were blaming him and couldn't wrap their head around the fact that she's,
that it can't be his fault.
Zamora rushes to talk to him.
She started crying eventually, and she said, I don't know. The only 2 things I care about in my life are, my husband and my career.
So did you talk to any parents about the rumors?
I didn't, that was one that
Yeah, you're getting several students coming to you, talking to you about it. You dropped the ball on this too. Maybe it wouldn't have happened as many times if you would have stepped up and did what you were supposed to do as a principal. Like, I thought once they hear rumors about anything inappropriate going on, they're supposed to, like, by law, act on it and call the police and turn that information over. Am I wrong? That's what it seemed like the law. That's what I think the law is. Yeah, anything going on with a child, sexual abuse, physical abuse, if they have any information of that, they're supposed to, by law, turn it over to the authorities. So an actual investigation can go on. But chances are the authorities would have looked at her and been like, nah, she ain't got to mess with no little boy. Not understanding it's a sickness that got her messing with a little boy. It don't matter what she looked like, it's still a sickness.
I didn't want to blow it up,
I didn't want to blow it up.
Things would blow up.
Miss Zamora?
Brittany Zamora.
You're a child molester. Do you understand me?
PD.
A week after crying to her principal, Brittany Zamora would ask the boy to sneak out of his grandparents' home for sex acts. Because while Principal Dickey was looking into the matter, so were the boy's parents.
Hi everyone, Mark Barden here at Sandy Hook Promise. On December 14th, 2012.
I have an app on my son's phone.
Okay.
So even after it was being investigated, she knows that it's being investigated. She's still trying to hook up with the little boy. Man, I hope his parents get him some help too, because that might be a lot to get over. he might, you know, be trying to do stuff with other little girls before they ready to. That's a ugly situation all the way around.
We got him a new phone, and he was wanting to shut his door at night. And we told him, you know, you sleep with the door open. So on his phone, it has the child version, and mine it has the parent version.
Okay.
So any keywords that I put in to look for, whenever it comes through his phone in message, pictures, anything like that, it will send me an alert.
I didn't know you could do
yesterday
that.
I got the alert and I kept getting alerts back to back because the word baby kept being used. But this time I saw at the bottom that it had Mrs. Zamora Instagram profile.
Okay.
That's her name. And I'm familiar with her profile name because she's messaged me through Instagram as well. So I showed my husband the conversation, and then when he came home, we talked to my son. And we told him, you know, we need you to be completely honest right now. We already know the answer to everything we're going to ask. So we just need you to tell us the truth. And so my husband just told him, have you done anything with your teacher? Did you have sex with your teacher? He said yes.
He said yes. Okay. Did he elaborate any more on that, or?
We asked him. We said, how did this happen? And so he told us that when he asked for permission to stay after school to help with the township to set up and make posters. And he said that that's when it happened. That everybody was saying goodbye and he went back to the classroom to get his backpack, and in the classroom is when it happened. We found out that on the weekend that he went to stay with his grandparents, she contacted him on his phone and asked him where he was. Got
Did they
him
just
to give her the
delete cell
address of my
phone?
in-laws' house. She contacted him on his phone and asked him where he was.
Why would they bleep cell
Got
phone?
him to give her the address of my in-laws' house. Told my son, my husband's fishing, I want to see you. And that was the first time that she did anything.
The boy's father taking matters into his own hands.
The way we actually confirmed it, I told my son, you're going to Texas, bitch. I'm sorry to use this language, you guys want the truth. And I said, you're going to trap her. You're going to make her tell me everything through these messages. I can show you right now what the messages say, and if you guys have the stomach to read it.
After learning about these messages and the abuse, the boy's parents call police. They also get a call from Brittany Zamora herself.
What type of perverted person are you? I want to know right now.
A father demanding a response from his son's 6th grade teacher.
You're a child molester. Do you understand me? No.
Why do you say that?
Oh, see, I'm a lot smarter than you.
Can we meet, to talk about this?
She sound like a little kid.
Outside?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how true this is, but I heard that women who, like grown women who talk in like the little baby voice, I was told that that's roughly around the age that they were molested, and it like stunted their growth. Like they reverted back to being a child, even through puberty and all of that. It's a lot of adult women that talk like that too, that had that little baby voice. It's definitely kind of weird. I hope that that's not the cause of it, but that's what I've heard said.
Oh yeah, that's what we can do, so I can give you a chance to do it to some other kid. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. No. And make sure you tell your husband what's going on.
He is right here. Can he talk to you?
Oh yeah, put your husband on the phone.
She's done so much, and she made a huge mistake. The biggest mistake of anybody could ever make in the whole.
And he taking up for her. Nah. He need to be in jail with her then. If that's the energy that he got, it's just a big mistake. The biggest mistake ever, but it's still just a mistake. Like it can be overlooked and she can go on with her life or whatever. His ass need to be in jail too.
But think about, God preaches forgiveness, man.
Your wife decided to be a monster and prey on a child. She scarred my son mentally. Do you understand what a 13-year-old boy did? Having sex with a teacher? Do you get that at all? Do me a favor. Do not call this number back again. The next time you'll hear from me will be in court.
Whether you need it or not, I highly recommend that you bring this vacuum cleaner back with you. This vacuum cleaner.
After talking to the parents on March 22, 2018, police arrest Brittany Zamora.
Yeah. Where this officer has a body cam on him as well, so.
She was on her way to school.
Smiling.
Brittany, I'm gonna turn your wrist in here, okay? Do you have anything on you that's gonna hurt me, poke me, stick me, Brittany? Open up your mouth. Lift up your tongue. I'm gonna take your necklace off as well. I will help you. I know it's a big step.
Look how gentle
I know.
Zamora
and careful they're being with her. She's so fragile. Look at what she's going through. She is so fragile. Man. They put her in there with Big Bertha. Let her have a round or two with her.
Taken to the Goodyear police station.
Go over to that wall. This way. This way.
And there's no way I can call my husband or anything?
They'll talk to you and everything, explain what they're doing, but just sit tight, okay?
For just over 10 minutes, a detective tries to talk to Zamora about what happened.
Did they tell you why you're here? They didn't tell you why you're under arrest?
She know why she's here.
Okay. It's involving that relationship with... Okay.
Can I have an attorney?
You can. Is that what you want?
Will I be going home today?
She's told she's going to jail.
I'm little. They're gonna tear me apart.
Well, I mean, if you have problems
Oh,
with
she should have
somebody,
thought about that at first.
voice that to somebody, okay? And if there are problems, they can isolate you.
I am the best husband in the world.
But you still did what you did, though.
Like that?
No, in front.
In front. I'm sorry.
And smiling
You'll be
the
fine,
whole
okay?
time.
We have to
So
stop
them
by
tears
them, or we
are
just
real.
pass them.
We have to go in the door by them.
And if
okay?
they are, they're...
If you want to keep your head down, you can.
She's sad that she got caught. She ain't really... She's laughing right now. She's smiling like it's a joke, like it's a game or something.
Ms. Zamora, did you have an inappropriate relationship with a 13-year-old boy, one of your students?
For more than a year after her arrest, Zamora denied the sexual abuse allegations, also turning down any requests to talk to the media.
But she
Her
admitted
husband
it.
declined to comment. The victim's family also suing the school for failing to report the possible abuse sooner. The school and principal deny any wrongdoing.
I didn't want to blow it up, you know?
More than a year after her arrest, a tearful Zamora stated she was...
How could he still be a principal anywhere with that kind of attitude about what's going on? I didn't want to blow it up. That's something you would say to somebody whose kid got caught skipping school, not that was molested by a teacher. I didn't want to blow it up. Man, come on, that's foul.
Guilty of sexually assaulting her 6th grade student and faces more than 20 years behind bars.
Do you wish to plead guilty to each of these charges?
Yes.
Yeah, that's seriously disgusting. And for some reason, though, it's a thing now. It's happening more and more often. Or we just got phones and cameras and text message proof. So it could have been already happening. But the teachers didn't look like that, though. They look like lunch ladies. Straight up. All right. Opinionated 3 stacks out.